Okay, thought I'd make another video. One from my friend Frenchie, who I sent some pics to, and show him a Kwikset clone. He got some locks from a member on the boards there over at Keep Picking, and they were both Kwiksets. Anyway, this is a Kwikset clone. It's virtually the same thing. As I said before, Frenchie, you need to watch some videos to understand how the inside of a lock works, because otherwise you're just going to be poking around. But once you have those videos, you want to apply the techniques you learned there, and that visualization is just supremely important for understanding. But what I'm doing here is I'm using a regular hook, single pin picking. So I've got a very slight amount of tension applied here, maybe a couple of grams. A gram is about a weight of a paper clip, so maybe 5 or 6 grams of tension. And I'm just feeling the individual pins, and I'm feeling for one that is harder to push up than the others. So the way to gauge that is to put your pick in without the tension wrench and just feel the resistance from the pins as you push up on them. So I'm just pushing up and feeling the springiness of the springs pushing everything back down. Now the difference should be when you put in a tension wrench, one or usually just one of those pins is going to feel different. It's not going to feel springy. It's going to feel like a stiffness to it. And in this case, it's the first pin. Now it's a very slight thing, but I can feel it. It feels like it's sort of stuck. So I push it just a bit, and you can't see it, but I could feel my tension wrench moving. That was the first binding pin. So now I'm feeling around more, starting at the back and feeling my way forward. Springy, springy, stuck. Push it up, you hear the little click? Okay. So go to the back again, or the front, whatever order you like to start from. And I can feel the back pin is binding. Wait. Nope. Springy. Springy. Set. Oh, there it was. And then I repeat that process. And I can feel if I'm pushing up on a pin that's already been set, because it's just considerably harder to push up. And that's the advantage of using light tension. See, watch, if I push up on a pin that's already been set, like my middle one, you can hear those other pins dropping down again, because what I've done, what I've done is forced the forced the key pin up past the shear line, moving the plug back into position and letting everything else drop. So if you do that, it's no big deal. Just start over, move around, feel for your binding pin. So I'm not going to repeat everything I said, but you're just moving through it, getting those pins unstuck. And I've noticed in the cheaper locks, like my front door lock or other Kwiksets, sometimes it helps to just give it a little rake as you go past. I don't know if it's the poorer tolerances or something, but it seems to respond quite well to just a little quick slip with the rake. But anyway, that's the last pin going right there. So you can see the lock's opened. Okay. And with a Kwikset, if you've practiced it in one direction, then you can start in the other direction for sort of a change. And especially, this helps if you've sort of memorized the binding order to your lock and you're looking for a new challenge or something. So I'm feeling around. And it's inevitably going to be harder in one direction. So sometimes that's a good thing. Gives you a little extra challenge. And then sometimes it's going to be hard enough that... There you go, so it's open again. So I just did the same thing, but you do it in both directions. Anyway, those are a bit easier. And so I wanted to also talk about sort of an intermediate lock. And that is this American padlock. It's a 5200. Oops. It's one of the older ones. They are made by Master now, and they're not as good. But at any rate, I've seen a lot of these picked, and I haven't seen too many videos. Of course, I didn't look too hard, but haven't seen too many videos where anybody offered any real explanation of what they were doing. So I've memorized the binding order in this one, and the key to American padlocks is light tension. I could knock this out of here with a couple of paper clips worth of weight. And if you're just starting American padlocks, I sincerely recommend that you get one that hasn't seen a lot of use, because feeling for the set in the non-used ones, I don't want to say new, because again, they're made by Master Lock now. They're considerably different. They're not considered quite as good. I don't even know if they have the same arrangement of security pins, whatever. But get one that hasn't seen a lot of use, but don't get a new one. So anyway, I've memorized the binding order here. I know which pins to set in what order, and I kind of have an idea of what it takes to set them, although I'm in a bit of an awkward position, so hang on 1 second.